Man who can't stay out of trouble, a second chance. Diagnosis murder in half an hour. Here on BBC1.
First, I tried to ignore these images. You see, they just take hold. These really intense graphic images. When they start, I can't stop them. I can't think of anything else. I'm overwhelmed. These thoughts are always horrible. Terrifying. I'm scared. Scared I'll hurt someone.
One, two, three, four, five. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I told you, Mum, you don't have to do that.
No, it's all right, I want to.
I only need to take a couple of things.
Yeah, but you want all your stuff around you in hospital, don't you?
You're fussing around me like I'm dying or something.
Don't say that.
It's just a small operation. In a few weeks, I'll be back out there again, hammering the goals in. Won't I?
Of course you will. And I'll be there watching. I'll come back and finish all this off later.
Finish it. Block it out. That's it.
What was that about?
Just don't like the look of him.
Not that again.
That's his house. See how the curtains are drawn?
So?
He never opens them.
Maybe he's a vampire.
Jamie, please.
You have your weird habits too.
Nothing wrong with being organised.
Mum, you just took half an hour locking the front door.
We're late.
Right. And whose fault's that?
Okay. I've had a long chat with your surgeon. It's a difficult procedure, but he's the best in his field.
Birmingham City, here we come.
But there are no certainties. You have to be positive but realistic. As I've said, it's a complicated operation. Did the specialist speak to you about it?
Yeah. But is it safe?
Of course. I just meant that I can't guarantee that Jamie will completely recover his vision.
Some people have an operation and never wake up.
Mum?
That's an extremely rare occurrence.
Yeah, but I've read about it.
I think you're worrying yourself unnecessarily.
How do you know something's not going to happen?
Mrs. McBride, I really don't think it's fair to talk in front of Jamie like this.
You haven't answered my question.
The truth is, nothing is absolutely certain.
So you don't know?
Mum, please.
I don't know everything, but the chances are...
I don't want chances.
It's understandable that you're anxious.
I'm not anxious. I just don't want anything else to happen to him.
Is this to do with a car accident?
No.
Mrs. McBride, there was nothing you could do.
The doctor's right.
My son's having a major operation in a few days. That's reason enough to feel afraid. Why can't you understand that?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to upset you. But it might help you to talk about it some more.
No, it's okay. Come on, Jamie, we better get going.
Melissa,
Was you earlier in the street? You didn't want to talk to me.
it's just...
It's okay, I understand. It was weird. I mean, this is weird, isn't it?
It is a bit of a shock, yes.
And what? You live around here now?
Yeah. For the last 3 months. But Melissa, I'm really sorry.
Yeah, me too. I wish you had let me help you. I know what you were going through. The depression.
It wasn't depression.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You still packing?
I won't be a minute. Why don't you go down and watch telly downstairs?
Nothing's on.
I hadn't quite packed right. I had to start again. Have you ordered the taxi?
You'll be here at 5. You sure you'll be ready by then?
I said it won't take me a minute.
What about heading off earlier?
No, 5 is good.
It's a long journey.
I don't want an argument. That's when we have to leave.
Mum,
Yeah?
I wish I hadn't talked about the operation like that.
It was selfish of me, I'm sorry.
You don't really think it's dangerous, do you?
I blurt things out. I shouldn't.
I don't blame you about the accident, Mum. I want you to know that. Look, I'm gonna have a kick around outside.
I don't think badly of you. Lots of people have it. I just wish you'd been able to share it with me.
I promise you, it wasn't depression.
It's understandable after everything you went through.
I'm telling you, it was nothing to do with that.
So what's the reason you dumped me? It's funny. I'd got it into my head everything was going really well between us.
There were.
And tell me what? Tell me. I'll spare you any further embarrassment.
Melissa!
Bye, Graham.
You a friend of Melissa's?
Sort of.
She works for my mum.
Oh.
You live up the road from us, don't you?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, see you around then.
Why did you cross the street?
Sorry?
This morning. Why'd you cross the street?
It's my mum. She gets like that sometimes.
Like what?
She gets ideas in her head about people.
What sort of ideas?
She thought you were... Well, it's daft, but she thought you might be a bit strange.
What do you think I'm gonna do?
Search me.
I'm not dangerous or anything.
Of course not. It's my mum's problem. She can be a bit of a head case.
You're a Blues supporter then?
I never missed a home game. I plan to play for them. I had a trial for the youth team already.
How'd it go?
Well, they said they were interested, but had to put everything on hold. Kind of picked up an injury. Yeah, in my eye. But the doctor's gonna sort it.
My son wanted to play for the Blues. Showed real promise, too.
Did he have a trial?
Never had the chance.
That really sucks. Blast it past Howard into the top right-hand corner of the net. Goal!
Class players, not a single FA Cup to show for it. Nearly 50 years since we're in the final.
1956. We lost 3-1 to Man City.
Okay, who scored that goal?
Brown.
No, Kinsey. Brown had 2 disallowed for offside. You know something? I've got the match programme.
You're a collector too?
More of a hoarder.
I noticed your badge. Can I have a look?
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Haven't seen one of these before.
My son made it.
Jamie? Jamie?
Mum, what's up?
Come here.
What? Why?
We'll talk about it inside. You stay away from my son, do you understand?
Mum?
No, Jamie.
What have I done?
Keep to yourself. Leave my son alone, is that clear?
All right, fine.
Look,
No, it's not your fault.
Why'd you go and do that? Look, I've still got something of his. He needs it back.
No, you don't. You're not going anywhere near him. You read about men like that all the time.
Like what?
Weirdos. Lunatics.
He's no weirdo.
The other day there was that story in the paper.
He was really friendly.
Those kind of men often seem friendly on the surface. The problem is you're far too trusting.
You're way too suspicious.
You've no idea.
Why didn't you speak to Dr. Thompson properly about this?
No point.
It was worth a go, wasn't it?
I'll make us some sandwiches for the journey. Chicken or beef?
You always do this. Let it ring.
Might be important. Yeah, I'm in. No. No, we're not leaving till 5. Well, yeah, pop round. No, I'm just making lunch.
I want to say sorry about my mum. It's not you. She's under a lot of pressure at the moment.
It's all right, forget it.
And I came to return this.
Thank you.
It didn't look like the kind of thing you wanted to lose. I just had a run-in with my mum.
I don't get company that often.
So, what about your son?
No, he doesn't live here. So what about you? Is it just you and your mum?
Yeah, just the 2 of us.
Jamie, will you get that for me, love? Jamie! Sorry, Mel. Thought Jamie was getting it. Come in. What's up?
She treats me like I'm still a little kid.
Overprotective.
That's on a good day.
It's one of the downsides of becoming a teenager, coping with anxious parents.
But she's way more anxious than any of my friends' mums. She's convinced that any second something terrible's going to happen to me. She can't get it out of her head.
Some thoughts are like that.
I try and understand, but...
There are certain things we can never understand about other people. Things even they can't explain.
Right. Am I holding you up?
No, not at all. Do you have a few minutes?
Yeah.
Let me show you something.
He's Graham.
Yeah.
The Graham.
Yes.
The house with the curtains drawn 4 or 5 doors down.
Yeah, why?
You went out with him.
Is that a crime?
Well, he's weird. Creepy.
You don't know him. He's a really nice guy.
Well, he might be decent looking, but...
But what?
Well, he's not right in the head.
He's just a little eccentric.
This morning, I caught him trying to make friends with Jamie.
What's wrong with that?
I don't trust him.
You know, you really are taking this too far.
Well, you finished with him for a reason, didn't you?
He finished with me, actually. And you don't know what he's been through.
Wow.
What do you think?
This is amazing. How long have you been collecting this stuff?
Oh, over 30 years. And then my son caught the bug, and as you can see, it got a bit out of hand.
Can I?
Yeah, of course. Programs are on this shelf. Ticket stubs in the shoebox there. Videos. Tapes of match commentaries from the radio. Even got a collector's edition of those appalling England World Cup songs on a cassette somewhere there. Yeah. Yeah, well, anyway, I'll leave you to it. I have a few things to finish off in the kitchen.
Thanks.
For a while, I didn't even know he'd had a son. He didn't want to talk about it. It was too painful. I don't think he's ever come to terms with it.
What happened?
It was a heart defect. No one knew. He just collapsed playing football one day. 16 years old. Graham's not been the same since. How can you be?
You can't. Was his name Luke?
Yeah, why?
Well, he showed Jamie some badge. The name was on the back. It's over here.
Louise?
These thoughts are always horrible. Terrifying. I'm scared. Scared I'll hurt someone. It just feels natural. It's a constant battle. I try, but I can't drive these ideas out of my mind. When I see a knife, when I hold it in my hand.
Are you all right?
Terrified.
Jamie?
Terrified of what I could do.
Louise! Louise!
Get away from me.
What are you talking about?
Open the door! Open the door! Do you hear?
What's got into you?
Mom!
We're calling the police. Do you hear?
Please, listen.
Keep away from us.
What's going on?
This lunatic tried to attack Jamie.
What?
I never did.
Graham, what are you doing?
Nothing. I'm doing nothing.
Who are you?
She's my doctor.
Are you all right, Graham?
Yes. Yes.
He's got a knife.
No, they've got it all wrong. Jamie was in the sitting room. I was in the kitchen chopping food.
He came at me with a knife.
No, I heard a crash. I went to look. I didn't put the knife
I
down.
heard his tape. He was saying stuff about doing people in.
It's my therapy tape. He heard my therapy tape.
I think we should all calm down. There may have been a misunderstanding.
You're not going to do anything?
Mrs. McBride.
Right, I'll call the police myself then.
Please don't leave until you know the full story.
Come on, Jamie, we're going.
Mrs. McBride, there's an explanation.
Melissa, please.
Louise, hear her out, please.
Why should I?
Just listen to what the doctor has to say.
Maybe we should talk about this inside.
You're joking, I'm not going in there.
I am.
No, don't.
I'm going inside, Louise.
If Dr. Thompson says it's all right,
I think it would help you to hear what he has to say.
I get these thoughts all the time. They come out of nowhere. I can't stop them. I hate them. Absolutely detest every one of them. I become overwhelmed with feelings that I'm going to pick up a knife and stab someone.
Well, there. He just admitted it.
No, he's admitted he has a medical condition. It's called OCD, Obsessive Compulsive Disorder.
I don't care what it's called. What's stopping him attacking people?
I know it's difficult to understand, but feeling anxious that you're going to do something violent is very different to feeling the desire to do it. People like Graham, they don't act on their thoughts, their obsessions, because they realise how horrible those thoughts are.
so why'd you record them on tape?
If I talk about them, face them, rather than try and shut them out, I can weaken their hold over me. I also write things down in a journal. That's what I was doing in the park.
What about the knife?
Well, in my therapy, I try to expose myself to the triggers for my obsessions, like the knife. But it's not dangerous to you. It just feels dangerous to me. And by facing the fear, I feel calm again.
He was never going to hurt Jamie. People like Graham who acknowledge their condition are no danger to you or anyone else.
What do you reckon, Mum?
How long have you had this?
Well, I first started when I was a child. 9 or 10, perhaps.
And it started just like that?
Yeah. I remember waking up one night screaming, rushing into my parents' room, hysterical, convinced I was going to kill someone. And I haven't the faintest idea where that thought came from.
And you cope with it alone all these years?
The illness makes you secretive about everything. It's exhausting.
And often the hardest part is trying to explain the condition to those closest to you.
Mum?
Sorry,
Thanks for everything.
You're making steady progress. I'm very pleased.
Yeah, well, there's still a long way to go, I know.
But next week you're still all right to come to the surgery.
Yes, my turn. I'll save you the petrol.
Bye. Do you know why your mum ran out like that?
Yeah.
Well, if you tell me, I could talk to her if that's all right.
I know I should have told you earlier.
I thought you were mad at me at something I'd done. I could never work out what it was.
I couldn't tell you I'm sorry.
Don't be.
It was all too much with Luke and everything.
Yeah, I know.
He was doing what he loved. That'll always be a comfort.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Over the last year, did you ever think about me?
You want the truth? Every single day.
Mum! Mum! Thompson's here.
I know it was a frightening situation back there, and I wanted to thank you for listening to Graham.
If Melissa wants to go out with a lunatic like Graham, that's her business. I have enough on my plate already.
I know it really helped him to talk about his fears.
Well, thank you for coming round to tell me. Now I need to get on.
I told Dr. Thompson about you tidying up all the time. The counting.
What counting?
Mum, come on. I hear you all the time.
Why'd you go and tell her things like that?
You have nothing to be ashamed about, Louise.
I just want to know Jamie will be safe. That's all I want.
Jamie will be fine.
It's easy to say, but how do you know?
The fact that you keep asking the same question and the fact that I can't reassure you is part of the problem.
I don't have a problem. It's dangerous out there, with crazy people like Graham about.
He's not crazy. He has obsessions, but his treatment is making all the difference.
Well, I'm not Graham.
No. You have different obsessions, different compulsions, but it's possible you have the same condition.
Who do you think you are coming in here like this? Right now, all I can think of is Jamie and his operation. I have to finish everything off here. So if you don't mind.
Of course. But you know where I am.
Mum.
It's all right, Jamie. Why don't you walk me to my car?
You reckon she'll come and see you?
She's not ready yet. She's too wrapped up with you at the moment.
She needs to think about herself for a change.
It's not your fault, but the illness means that you're the only thing on her mind.
I want her to be how she was before the accident.
Just give her some time. Just getting the operation out of the way will help her a lot, and once that's over, we can try again.
Hope so.
And once she's helped you with your recovery, your support will play a great part in hers.
She's always been there for me.
Then things look promising for both of you. Good luck with the operation.
After a 3-year investigation, an elite squad from the Met Police investigate one of the UK's biggest drug importers and launch an investigation into the death of a 19-year-old in Brixton in London. Murder Blues is tonight at 9 on BBC1.